Everybody, welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Your host Superman. Hope you guys are having a good day. We're going to look at all the price action today. Pretty lazy Sunday, really. Pretty quiet in the news as well, but we will be looking at a lot of the prices. We're here in Discord, folks. If you haven't joined, hit the join button in the video description. Join up. 453 members so far, heading towards 500 is our next goal, and it's a big goal. So 500 there if you haven't hit the join up today. And of course, it's pretty quiet in the space at the moment, but there's been quite a bit of decent action in the markets in the Hex ecosystem for the last 24 hours. So we're going to get into all that as well. We're also going to check up on Terra Luna. Of course, it's rising from the ashes there with the old Luna 2.0. So we're going to have a quick look at that as well. It's going to be pretty fun. So let's get into it, folks. We've got the Hex at the moment, 7.46 cents. Had a little bit of profit taking. Or a little bit of a pullback there as well in the day, but that's to be expected. So we're going to check all that stuff as well. Hex holders in the house there, first again, nice one. And we've got Hexcellent Choice as well, second, and Hex Force third. I like that. First, second, and third, pretty cool. So going nicely. Let us get into a Deadpool as well. Yeah, Deadpool on the thumbnail. I love Deadpool, man. And of course, I thought it was a pretty fun looking thumbnail. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. You guys know I love my superheroes. That's most of my thumbnails have got superheroes on them. Bobby is in the house there. Diehards are already in, says Batsy. There's always an argument to that, but of course, diehards keep pushing the price up all the time too. So we'll watch out for that. Excellent choices in the house there. Woo-hoo-hoo. Good to see excellent choice. Nice. All right, so I picked up some more Hex today, so that was fun for me. Hope you guys have picked up some. Let me know in the chat there. We're going to talk about that. Of course, the headline, Hex opportunities. Always this price, always an opportunity to get in, no matter what the price is, under 10 cents. Pretty good opportunity in my view. Matcha limit orders, of course, you can set those up. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. And of course, Maxi Premium Hedron liquidation auctions. We've got number 4, number 5 up at the moment. We haven't checked that out in the first live stream. We checked out the near the close of number 3 auction. And of course, we've got PLSD Airdrop still in progress. So we're going to talk about that too. So hope you guys enjoy that. Let's get on to it. Let's see who's in the chat first of all. Hex Holder says, I put a screenshot of crypto bubbles with Luna, the most red and Hex the most green. I love that. That's awesome, Hex Holder. I actually might pull it up, so let me do that too. What's up, Superman? Hey, Tufon's in house. Hey, Tufon. Good to see you. Let's pull up the bubbles. I think I've got the crypto bubbles here. Bam. I'm not sure what that looks like. We'll have a look. We'll pull it up. And where did I put that? I'll put that next to the cryptocurrencies there. We've got Luna C there down 37. We've got Hex at 33. What else we got? I guess it depends on the time zone that you're looking at. We've got the weekly here. Let's change this to the daily, I guess, is the way we're going to look at it. Nice. All right, so that's a bit better. We've got Hex up 9% there on the daily. And of course, we've got Luna C there. That's classic, Luna Classic. I'm just trying to look out for the new Luna on there. Can't see that straight off the bat there. I'm sure it's around in view there somewhere. There's so many bubbles. Not sure if they have a search on that. Not sure. Bubble size, no, it's not there. I don't spend much time in the bubbles here, so not familiar with what they're doing. All right, let's have a look at the bubbles. I'm sure someone's going to remind me. I can't see Luna here straight off the bat here, but got Luna Classic up there. That's about it. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong there, but that's the way we go. We've got the market at the moment. BTC looking green. Ethereum is actually a bit lower than what it was in the first live stream, and slightly below on the BTC. Pretty much not a big movement around here in these ones at the moment. BNB's down a little bit though, $300 there. That's probably something to be said about that. And the stable's looking reasonably stable. USD Tether there at 25.6 on that. So it's actually looking a bit better. USD Tether there as well. So cool whip. Let's see if anyone's got a comment about that. Day bubbles. Yeah, I put the day on. Put the 1 day. Definitely put the day on there. I thought I put the day. I've got the week on there too. Have I got week there? I'm not sure what the day there. Got the day. That is the day one there. But Hex up 5.7. I can't find the Luna there. What's the new Luna one here? It's just got the Luna Classic there. Anyway, well, that's the bubbles. We're looking at that. And, of course, let's jump over to Dex Tools, have a look at the charts. We've got Hex at the moment. We're going to zoom on this. At the moment, we've got it at 7.55 cents on Hex. So that's obviously had a good run, man. We had a pretty good run. And, of course, we went all the way up to let's zoom up on that. We all went all the way up to from his bottom here on this particular chart was back here. So 3.57 cents. That is the lowest that I'm aware of, because some people got had limit orders at 4 cents. Sometimes some of them had used the limit orders for the first time, got 4 cents. So it was really congrats to them. I'm so stoked about that. And that was off a video I did on Matcha, which I'm so chuffed that people get good value from the videos. That's really, really good. And of course, 3.5 was the low there, and of course went all the way up to 8.5. Well, that's pretty mad gains if you manage to pick up 4 cents. That's pretty awesome. And of course, we came back from there a few hours ago. Maybe half. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours ago. So 8 hours ago. What's that? A third of the day. And we've come back from the all-time high here, and the local high, I should say, not all-time high, local high at 8.5 cents, almost 8.6 cents. We dropped all the way back down here to 6.8 cents, and now we're back up to 7.55. So I'm not sure if everybody that all the diehards have bought at all. There's lots of money sitting on the sidelines, but in any case, this is where we're up at 7.5 cents. So pretty cool. Let us know if you've been buying in that little dip there. Let me know if you're buying in that little dip. We've got Hedron at the moment at 72, 723, I should say. They had a little bit of pullback too, obviously. Hex impacting the settlement here of all these tokens. We went back down. We went all the way up to 771. We had our low, of course, was 459. That's our new all-time low, 459. And of course, we have reached back up to a local high of 771. Currently at 723. We went down to almost 700 there. So cool there on Hedron. Now, obviously, Hedron's also got the latest Hedron liquidations. This is number 4 and number 5. We've got pretty good ones actually. We've got the 571 B shares, 737 B shares, and of course that's just over half, almost 6/10 of a T share. That's just over 7/10 of a T share there. 1 year stake and 1,000-day stake there as well. So pretty cool. We've got 18 hours and 50 minutes to go for both of them. We've already got 150 million on this, 150 million on this one. So we'll see where we end up on that for sure. Obviously, you can bid by just clicking actions. Click the bid there. You can make a bid. The winning bid will get burned, of course, but you win the HSI stake in return. So it's pretty cool. If you want to see the value of the stake, you can click stake info. And of course, you can click stake info today, and that will bring up the current one there. And it should bring up the value of that stake. It's pulled up the wallet there, one stake, 571 T shares. It's got the interest that it's making today, total Hex, and the value $772 there. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in terms of the amount of Hedron that's been bid. So we've got 150 million Hedron there. I haven't done the maths on that, but you can do the maths. I did it the first day, so I'll probably just leave it this time. But that's pretty cool, going pretty well there. What's happened to this chart here? It's not showing up for me on the chart here. But once again, I'm not logged on either, so cool. Check it out. All right, looking good. Big shout out though. I think that's really cool to see, new features working as desired. Your bubbles are laggy minus smooth, says Hexo. I like bubbles, says Hexo. Yeah, I don't spend much time on that site. I do like the site on the bubbles chart there. I don't spend much time on there. I typically stay on Coin 360, as you guys know, because I use it every day. Hex GT is in house there. I didn't even play around with Coin 360. I know there's lots of cool things you could look at, but just don't end up doing it either. Brownie's in house there. 0.4 cents. Hex is looking good. Woohoo! Hey, nice one there, Brownie. 4 cents. Yeah, 4 cents. That's 0.04. And Hex also says 0.369 was classy. Yeah, that's true. Hex experiencing a local high. Says Hex Huddle. RH posted a photo with new candles. Hint. Says Hex Huddle. Yeah, I had a look at the stuff. Let's have a look, see what you're referring to there, Hex Huddle. You're talking about this one here? Is this one you're talking about? Guess it's that one you're talking about. Let me know, Hex Huddle. Hex Huddle always brings up stuff. I have to catch up to him on that one. Howdy all says, what's the news, Suit Man? Says Brennan. Nothing news, man. Quiet Sunday as far as I know. Haven't heard anything on the street. I had to look around, but nothing new that I could see. And you got to differentiate between news and rumor. You got to differentiate between that. That's the first thing you got to do. And DB Cuba says, imagine first getting into Hex under a penny and sacrifice for freedom of speech, only to be put in timeout for saying RH was a terrible speller. Not cool, says DB. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Welcome to crypto, man. Welcome to Twitter and social media. It's a bit like that. It's a bit like the Wild West. But it gives opportunities. Also gives some step backs as well. It's just the way it is. What else we're going to go? We're going to get back on the charts here. We're going to have a look at Maxi, but let's get through the comments. Got to make sure I don't leave any of these comments on there. Apology accepted. Yeah, sorry about last night. It says excellent choice. Not sure what that was about. Apology accepted. Nice. What else there? Haha, just an expression. You always bring the news. So that's true. I try to do my best on that one. Hexodal says posted on Discord. Okay, let's pull that up. Hexodal's got the candles. Green candles. Okay, nice. This could mean something. Yeah, that's pretty hilarious. I like it. Nice one there. Thumbs up on that one. All right, so we're going to get into Maxi. Maxi is doing so well. I did see Golkey on Twitter talking about how well his chart's doing, which is pretty good. His chart, the Maxi participant chart, 12.63 cents, looking pretty good. But of course, he's talking about the premium, and that's one of the things there. Maxi premium looking super, super good, and currently 67%. Look at that thing staying in the channel pretty nicely at the moment. It's right in the middle almost at this stage. So impressive. Man, oh man. What's this going to, imagine Hex going up on the next pump. Could you imagine what this premium might look like, given the trend as your friend? We might blow out the top of this range of 80% premium. I kind of said that I felt like the maximum was like 200, 300%. But man, oh man, this could be, and of course we saw that on one candle. We saw a 233. So 300 would be the kind of the top end for me. With a theoretical of about 10,000, 10.8. So pretty amazing stuff there at this stage. So really impressive. Well done to the team. I'm looking forward to the new products from them. We want products that are good for the user, good for the investor, but also good for Hex globally. And of course, Maxi is perfect for that. Hedron's been really good for that too. And of course, we're looking for the investment Hex, the Hex Investment Trust, to also play a pivotal role in the traditional fiat market as well. So lots of cool products. Keep staking that Hex. That's the whole thing is about. Can you chase T-shares down? That's the whole goal. And of course, can you stay the time that you need to? There is a penalty mechanism for those who break their responsibilities, but of course, in reward, you get the Hex per T-share plus 50% of the penalties. The other penalties arguably go off the market and therefore make effective inflation lower over time. So that's also cool. Not only to stake, defer inflation and inflation on inflation, but of course the penalties, lower the effective inflation that actually hits the market. The market, arguably, if you view the origin accounts and stuff like that, as I do, as kind of a feature and operational manager in the system. So pretty cool. All right, candles from Instagram says Hex Total. Nice. Yeah, I don't go to Hex Instagram too much, even though I do the Instagram model love thing. That's about it. The stream is about 10 seconds delayed, says Hex Total. Stream. I'm not sure why that is. Swap is under $5 now. Woo-hoo-hoo. You haven't actually got the ETH fees up? Yes, I have. I've got it up there, 10, 11 Gwei there. Look at that beautiful stuff at the moment. The Sunday is so good. And of course, Saturday in some places still, I guess. But typically, UTC time, 1 to 3 a.m. UTC time on Sundays are typically typically is the right word, the best for lower Gwei there. And we've got $3.60 for a swap at the moment. That's absolutely awesome. So I hope you guys are making the most of that, either with staking or swapping or whatever else you're doing. 41 cents to do a transfer at the moment. And we do enjoy it when we get this opportunity. When the Hex price is on a lower end and you got lower gas fees, accumulate, because you're going to get 2 for 1. You're going to get copied over on the Pulsechain, so it's really important. 12 Gwei, yeah, absolutely. Get Hex is in the house. Woohoo! Good to see you. How you all doing? Hit the like. Definitely smash the like. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. 2 live streams a day: Pulsechain, Pulsex, and Hex. Get into it. We try to bring the latest and greatest as well. Hex and Troy says, woohoo! We've got the link there on Discord. Nice. Definitely join up the Discord there. On there, we got we posted that Hex model. Nice. Put that in there. And that's from Instagram. Instagram, everybody. Cool. Where are we going here? I've got to make sure I'm in the right place here. That's a daily chart there. on Hex. We can zoom in on the whole chart there, and that's our kind of full chart there. We are not too far away from the end of May, that vertical purple line. So we are chilling with the homies at the moment. We are back over support though, 6.8 cents, 6.9 cents support there. And that's where we're at this stage. Now, I know some people have talked about 6.5 cents, but my chart shows 6.8, 6.9. So that's where I go off. And of course, here we are at 7.4 cents at the moment with a high so far of 8.6 cents. Yeah. So let's keep going there. I would really like to get up to the 9.2, 9.3 cents. And then hopefully we'll get some more, have a little breather perhaps. And we've already had a breather today. Maybe we'll have another rally. Have a breather at 2.3, and then have a nice go, maybe even higher, 9.6, something like that, and then have a go for the 10 cents again in due course. Maybe, who knows when that timeline could be. The momentum is your friend sometimes. We will see. What else there? Brownie says we need a Poo coin on Pulsechain called Woohoo coin. Yeah, I like that, Brownie. Hey, maybe we should do a Woohoo coin. Hasn't been on the plans, of course. That'd be pretty funny. G'day, family. Woo-hoo. Magic Upright in the house. Good to see MCR in here. Very cool. We won't care about gas later on, says Hex. No, not on Pulsechain. Obviously, it's going to be super cheap. Only 52 million Hex and Uniswap pools. Ouch. Yeah, I haven't actually looked at that today, and I haven't actually covered the Hex daily stats. So let's do that. Magic Upright has come into the building. Yeah, with some good stuff. All right, so here at day 908, we're in day 909. We're almost 2.5 years on Hex journey. Day about day 912, 913. Oh, take your pick, but we're coming up there. 8 cents there, 28% gain. Yeah, we'll take that. That was on the snapshot today. We'll take that anytime, man. Pump. So we got 6.14 for payout per T-share. We're getting used to that now, so that's kind of on the low side now. But we've been enjoying lots of pretty cool penalties as well. T-shares there up to 1769 with the Hex pump off the low there, 1380 as the lower end. Remember when we got up to the top, we were at about 9,300. We were up at about 52 cents. So that's pretty cool. We've got the increase in T-share rate, 6.2, and we're almost at 21,900, not far away from 22,000. Average state length, 6.6 years, and APY 39%. But this is the stuff we've been following pretty closely, so it's really timely that Magic Upright pulls this up because we had 122 million Hex in the pool yesterday after that big 140 million pool the day before, and of course now we've got 96.4 million in there and almost 12 million in the USDC. So yeah, this is the right direction. Back up into this. It's a little bit. I don't really like having liquidity under 10 mil. So I'm pretty happy to have it back over there to almost 12 million there and 1,000 in the liquidity pool. So this was the snapshot. This was about 5 hours and 44 minutes ago, so almost 6 hours ago. At the moment, of course, we've got 105 million Hex in there. So we have gone back up, obviously, with the pullback there after we had a good buying spree. And we're down at 11.4 million there at the moment on the USDC. So we're down about 500,000. And ETH in the pool is at 986. So we're at 109 before. So that's cool. Very, very cool. And the T-share rate at the moment, 16.23 in real time. So these are real time numbers at the moment as well. All right, so let's jump over to the T-shares. 10,433,000 is our latest T-share numbers. So if you've got some T-shares, very cool. Like I say, Hex is designed to chase T-shares if you think about it, because you're going to get that beautiful payout of over 6 Hex a T-share now. Also, if you can get it when the Hex has a pullback, that's really, really cool. Why? Because the share rate's only going up and to the right, so it's not coming down. So it really does help to drive the pump mentals. It's not alone, but of course we do still need supply and demand to play out. We also need the liquidity pools, and of course, as I always talk about, the OA doing its functions, which most of it's already been done, but it has the potential to regulate as well. So what else we got there? I think we're going to jump over to the right here. 9.35% is the percentage of state coins. Penalties on the low side today, 473,000. We have been enjoying multi-million penalties in Hex most of eight out of the last 10 days. So it's been pretty good. Now the growth numbers. Now, obviously, we want to continue growing. We want to accelerate this. Pulsechain will help do that. And of course, all the products that are on there as well. I do suspect that we'll get Pulsechain, PulseX, and quite a bit of that wealth will flow into Hex. That being said, of course, Hex has its own fundamentals, like the Hex Investment Trust, like other innovations like Maxi and Hedron and things like that, and of course retail, the highest of stakes and many other things like that. Goes on and on and on. So we've got total change of total holders there, 364 up to 464,000. Stakers up 97 to 95,378. These are our next two milestones here, heading up towards 500,000 holders, 500,000. And of course, the real ones, the real numbers we're after here, the stake numbers, heading towards 100,000 here. And of course, total stakers up 141 to 120. And of course, current holders is 300,000. So that's the real that staker number and the current holder number. Those current numbers are the ones that we're watching closely. And of course, we hit 300,000 just a little while ago on current holders, which is pretty cool. And we're up 325 addresses. Obviously, the lower price means a lot more people can onboard as well, particularly the retail book. And that's what we always encourage, is that, hey, at 20 cents, you can get so much Hex. At 50 cents, you can get so much Hex. But if you can get it at 4 cents, you're going to pick up a lot of Hex, and you're going to get yourself a nice little position for the Hex ride as well. So very exciting to see that. And onwards and upwards. And one of those things that we use to do that is Matcha. And of course, you can do limit orders in Matcha. So I've got a video on that I did the other day. Check that out if you're new to limit orders, and it's very easy to do. Just watch that video. You can set it up pretty quickly there on matcha.xyz. And you can set a price, and if it hits that price, it will automatically trade for you. Maybe you're asleep at night, you think, hey, I want to get in here. If there's a dip, I'm going to catch that tip. And that's the cool thing, is maybe there's a spike down, you may very well be able to catch that with the limit order set up as well. So it's pretty cool. And some people have done that. They picked it up at 4 cents on Hex pullback, which is pretty nice here, back in this zone. So very, very cool to do that. So I'm in the wrong chart there. On the Hex chart there, we're in the Maxi there still. So, pulling back at the 4 cent mark, some people manage to get some of these dips here. Can be pretty cool. The opposite's also true. So if you want to sell at a higher price, you can, sometimes if there's a wick up, you can benefit from that too. And some people have had some pretty good crazy prices. I think I saw David Feather talking about how he had some, I think it was Hedron. I think it was Hedron he was talking about, that he had some and it wicked up and he got that or something like that. So definitely some cool stories there about using limit orders, not just market buys, as people do. So very cool. So check that out. That's here on Hex Token channel. You can watch that video on limit orders only a couple of days ago, maybe 2 days ago on that. So cool. We've got so we've covered Hedron. Hedron is looking pretty good with the liquidations. We've got 2 live at the moment. And the other thing we're going to look at is the Maxi. Maxi is doing very well. We just looked at that. And of course, we're going to look at PulseDoge coin. Of course, airdrop to Hex stakers. And of course, if you're staked before the 20th of April, you will qualify in the snapshot. So that's pretty cool. And what we got here, we've got the price at $2.14. I did have a bit of a pullback when Hex pulled back with the other charts. But it's managed to bounce back at the moment to $2.14. And of course, the low was $1.06, which I posted in a Discord. And of course, that was a pretty good. I just happened to be watching the chart at the time. I thought, man, that's got to be the low for sure. And I think I posted it here somewhere. Maybe it's further up here. I'm not even sure where that is now. Where did I post that? 8 cents. I'm not even sure where it is. Maybe it's further back here. Can't even see that yesterday. There we are. PulseDoge hit $6.06. So that was right at the very bottom of that price, which was a pretty mad gain on PulseDoge, man, because PulseDoge went all the way back up to $2.38. Man, what a massive gain that would have been for sure. In fact, we're going to have a quick look at that too. So if you pick that up, PulseDoge, and you would be able to see the rule out there. You would have made pretty mad gains there, and in a very short period of time, you would have been up 123%, and in a very short space too, within probably 24 hours. So pretty amazing there for that. All right, cool. Let's have a quick look at PulseDoge as well. We're pretty much just doing an update on the first live stream because we've done a few of these numbers. So 4,290,000 PulseDoge have been claimed so far, so that's not too bad. And of course, the claimants, the number of claimants is 18,347. So it's pretty good. Probably just over 20%, I would say, of all claimant potentials. And of course, we've had some big accounts accumulate as well, and one of those has been come to the account apparently. So yep, cool. It's going good. I like the scarcity play on PulseDoge. I think it's going to be pretty fascinating to see that play out. Whales can really utilize that if they can stick together and have enough buying power. They can really help pump that price and keep it up as well. So it's one to look out for. Obviously, still speculative like a lot of these assets. Just take that into account. So look at the price here. $2.14 at the moment on PulseDoge. So very, very cool. And the gas prices have been very friendly today to pick up, doing some trades. So looking good there. I think we're finally on here on the markets, holding up pretty good. BTC back over 29,000 again, and ETH just mulling around here as well, waiting for a chance to breathe, I guess. So looking good. I think I've covered those main topics. I have indeed. So we're going to follow on there. Now, PulseDoge, the last thing I was going to say was that 61 days to go and 8 hours until the airdrop finishes. So we're just counting that down, 61 days and 8 hours to go. Very, very cool. Now, we are waiting for the next big thing. It's probably going to be liquid loans with the sacrifice points. And then following that, maybe a week later or something, the testing. I don't know whether they're going to come together anymore. I don't know what the time frame they obviously we're expecting it this week for the sacrifice balances. We haven't had them, and of course I know there's still 1 day in the UTC time, but of course it's already Sunday here at 6 o'clock. So obviously UTC time will be the timeline there. So still a day to happen. Maybe we'll get it next week, and like anything, it takes a bit longer. That's pretty much it. So cool VIP. We'll definitely be playing around with the user interface when it does get published. We've played around with a few others. We've played around with Fiat. We played around we showed a few videos of Power City and other stuff like that. So our user interfaces running around, you can play around with on testnet, and I encourage you to do so as well. Cool. We're going to get onto Terra in a second. We're going to go back to the charts and just sit on that, and I'm going to go through a couple of the comments as we go. So let's get on to that. Yeah, Brennan says, couple of days to June, we will hear some news. I think good chance of that in my view too. Hex Token says, Hex, Hex, watch out, this is not Maxi and Hedron. Just we got L's in house there. Good to see you, Lol. Hex Token says, metric exchange more flexible, limit order, custom timer, and can see the other limits. That's true. So if you want to see another front end for Matcha, you can jump over to user links here on Discord. If you haven't joined, have to limit orders here, and of course you can see Matcha at the top there, popular, and of course I've done a YouTube video on that. So if you want to look at how to set limit orders, there's also metric.exchange, Matcha front end with order book info as well. Obviously there's also 1 inch as well, which I believe excludes US citizens on that one. So just taking that into account, so you can get to useful links there. We're going to get access to that. Nice. There's my good old friend there. Bam. Having a good time. All right. Let us jump over to the price. I'm just going to read through some of the rest of these comments. X-Bike says, morning all. Good morning. Your sounds are laggy because too much stuff open. Do you think so? Let's close a few. We'll close down a few of these things in any case. Choppy audio. No. Crypto bubbles. Yeah, crypto bubbles. Yeah, we'll close that. That's probably lagging a bit. We'll close that as well. How about that? It's probably going to improve things. Close bubble. It lags. You says Hex. Oh, yeah. Check audio. Says excellent choice. Oh, we're losing you a bit. Audio is fine. We'll go back. We're back. Sorry about that. We had audio technical qualities. Let me know if the audio is okay in the chat there now. But it's probably those crypto bubbles just dragging out the computer there as well. All right, we're going to jump over to Terra Luna. Terra Luna, obviously, this is kind of more general crypto news, but of course they had block 1 of the brand new Terra blockchain with the chain ID of Phoenix 1 has officially been produced. Now, I was telling you, this is like bring a phoenix out of the ashes, and that's funny what they used for the first block name. Chain ID there, Phoenix, chain ID Phoenix 1 there. Not the block, but the actual chain has officially been produced at 6 a.m. UTC on May the 28th. Congratulations to the lunatic community on their expeditious feat of collaboration. It's had a lot of followers there. They've certainly got a lot of people following them. And of course, they have 1.1 million followers on Twitter, so it's a pretty big community. And Luna 2 is now available at Gate.io. That was 19 hours ago. Luna, USD Tether, and Ethereum. So you can trade on that. You can actually click the button there. I might click that and see where it takes me. I've agreed to the rules there. So currently trading at $6.42. Look at the big pumper ad. Even on here, it went to $17.70. It didn't last too long. Now, we were covering that live. I think this morning it was up at that price, but it's come back to more earths here, but starting to get some momentum here. Don't know, that might be a nice little trading ploy. They're going to try and do another double top there, attack higher prices, but definitely starting to edge up here after having the initial pullback. So it's going to be interesting to see that. We probably can catch up with that in the traders group. If you want to get into the price chats here on Discord, you can get in here and talk about all that sort of stuff in the price chat. It's a fun place to be if you want to get hear the traders talk, and of course just take into account that some speculative plays are often in there. That's probably it. So cool. We've got so Terra Luna there ticking away on the price chart there. And it's probably hard to see that, but the $6.56 at the moment. You can also see that on CoinGecko with Luna there, $6.19. It's actually pumped in the last little couple of hours there, so it's starting to rise up for sure. But had a pretty hardcore start to $18 at the time. That's when we were looking at it. I remember looking at it at this price, and then of course now it's back here. When I saw this $18, I suspected that it was going to pull back. It just seemed like too good to be true, and it was too good to be true. And of course now it's $6. But maybe it will try to push higher and find another attempt to do another price discovery because they've got a pretty keen audience on that for sure. So the original Terra Luna has rebranded to Terra Classic. So if you're not familiar with this, the original Terra Luna has rebranded to Terra Classic. LUNC is the code, and a new chain, Phoenix 1, is created and will assume the Terra Luna name. This page refers to the new Terra Luna of the Terra Chain 2.0. So that was a nice little clarification there if you're not familiar with that. So it's cool. They've got apparently supply number here is going to be 1 trillion. I haven't actually had a look at the documents. So that's that. There's what's happening in the price chart there. But of course, you can get the full breakdown, including the airdrop that they did on the Terra Twitter. Be careful of scammers. There are tons of scammers out there if you want to check out that, but it's interesting. Now, if this can do quite well, rising from the Phoenix from the ashes, you can imagine how amazing Pulsechain is going to do. It's going to be pretty amazing for sure. And here it is on Binance Coin with all the details there as well on Binance there, and it's obviously operating. So that's a bit of a look at Terra trying to rise from the ashes as a Phoenix. We'll watch that pretty closely, I guess, because that was obviously a huge thing in crypto. Nice. All right, cool. We're going to jump away from that. Let's jump over to the charts here, back on Hex. As we resume, that's kind of looking like a little news break there. Cal says, for some reason, my Matcha limit orders never go through when it goes well below my limit order. Well, sometimes the thing has to go back to a certain part. So a certain part past the limit orders is the way I understand that works. Let me know if anyone else is having a problem there. Audio is good, says DJ Paulie. I appreciate that. We're back, says Brennan. Yeah, it was probably that bubbles thing. Just too much for sure. Hex Hodder says scan 2.0. Lol. I thought you liked the speculative play there, Hex Hodder. I thought you liked the speculation. Rug 2.0 is in the house there. Woo-hoo. Yeah, Rug 2.0. I know that's probably a good way of putting it. Let's go, Brett Brazalji. Woo-hoo. And Mr. Frost from India. Good morning, sir. Good to see you, Mr. Frost. Big hearts out to you too. Instagram model love there as well. Nice. Excellent choice says not all orders get filled due to supply, and sometimes it's an exchange. If the price works quickly, you may not get filled either. That's correct. Yeah, that's a really good way of summing it up. Excellent choice. I'll be checking out Matcha soon and test it, see how well it works. Nice. Cal, I'll have to try it again, says Cal. Yeah, I'll give it another try. Like I said, if you're not in US, you can use 1 inch as well. Something else you can use there. You can use Cal Swap too. I think Cal Swap will do may get you a decent price on stuff, so you can always think about that for gasless transactions if they do a peer-to-peer. Massive aggregator there. I've done a video on that recently too, so you can check that out. All right, so we've got Hex at the moment at 7.3 cents, Hedron at 7.23, and a 12.6 on Maximus, and $2.14 almost $2.15 on PLSD. Let's jump over to BNB chain. BNB, as I say, has had a little bit of a pullback on the BNB. I've actually got rid of that. It's around about $300, so it's pulled back about $20, $30. But if we look at the BNB chain, we've got PulseDoge at 0.6 of a penny. It's really not looking that great at the moment. We've got P33 up at 23 cents. That's looking a bit better. Of course, it was all the way down at 21 cents there. And of course, finally, Internet Money is at 948 there, having a little bit of a green on the daily there. So finally, after many red days, having a bit of green, but really it seems to be you're a lot better off if you're on the ETH chain with these projects at the moment, the Hex derivatives and the PulseDoge airdrop. So with the scarcity in there, so cool. So fun and games. Uncle Will says, I like CowSwap. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think CowSwap's pretty cool. The price and the gas is the same on all dexes aggregators unless they're charging some extra, like MetaMask swap. That's true, Exodal. The only thing is that the CowSwap has a peer-to-peer mechanism, doesn't it? So if people wanting to sell and buy the same assets. B33 is doing okay, says Exodal. Yeah, I think so. I think it's doing okay. Out of these ones, it's particularly doing okay. And of course, I think that has a better support because it's related to Free Pulse. There's probably a strength for it. They have over 100,000 or so members sign up for Free Pulse. So if you're not familiar with that, that would be Free Pulse here. And yeah. So this is Free Pulse. And yeah, apparently they've had over 100,000 people sign up to that. That can only be a good thing. And you go to Twitter there, have a look at Free Pulse. And you got 8,000 followers on Twitter, so that's a lot better than many projects that we see. And what else we got there? I thought they had an update here a while ago. That's a Richard Hart shoes there. I love that. That's pretty classic. I still remember they had an update here somewhere ago. There's a problem. That's why when you do live streams, you got to queue things up. Otherwise, looking for stuff when you do it on the fly is a bit lame, as we say. Bit lame for sure. All right, cool. Jump back to Hex charts. Excellent choice says, if you have big orders, that might be why they don't get filled. Did you even get any partial fills? Yeah, no partial fills even. Okay, but it has been a while since I tried Zscaler. All good. Free P says Hexodal. I see what you did there, Hexodal. Limits work great when gas is low and for large orders. Says Hexodal. Nice. All right, so that's where we're at the stage. Chilling it with the homies. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Congratulations to those who picked up some pretty good deals. I actually haven't looked at the whale bot. Might as well have a look at the whale bot, see what that's been doing. We're going to scroll back. We haven't got a lot on there. Last 24 hours. Yeah, nothing much in there. Yeah, I'm still dubious about this chart. I added it last time and didn't add up. So whereas the Hex Daily Stats does add up correctly. So I'm going to double check that again. But we had 10 million mature there, 15% APY, 372 days, and 0 penalties. And congratulations, that's what it's designed for. That was it. That's pretty much it. 5 hours ago, 10 million in stake after almost a year, or just over a year. That's about it. So not much news on the whale bot. Free Pete is the Free Pulse character they made mascot. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that, so that's cool. I had limit orders filled on Matcha on the big drop. A nice one. That is so cool. So yeah, it does work. So I'll definitely try it again. Maybe they had a few issues back when you were using it. Maybe it wasn't as efficient as it is now. Maybe that was one of the issues. Just never know. Yeah, there's not a lot of news out at the moment. It's just the way it is. Not a lot of news. Oh, the one thing is that Rackham is back. We'll get out of there. Rackham is back on Twitter is back up, so that's cool. So Rackham is back up, so cool. Taking a break, Twitter. Taking a break there, so nice. Good to see Rackham back in the house. And of course, Richard Hart is been doing lots of fun things these days. Let's look here. I love some of these footages that he's got. This was so funny. I don't know if you watched this earlier today. There's the old Arnold Schwarzenegger thing. I'm not going to play the whole thing today. I played it earlier today, but it's pretty hilarious, man, for sure. We played it in the first live stream. So crypto Twitter is where a bunch of high follower account guys with less money, worse looks, lower IQs, worse fitness, and smaller PPs lead their followers to doom with their ref links, rug pulls, and regrets. Let me save your followers from you. Neil influences Neil before my good, says Richard. Crazy dude, man. So that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I think that's about it from it so far. So yeah, not a lot happening here on Lazy Sunday in good old Kiwi land. But that's pretty much it. I looked up liquid loans. Nothing out yet either. So cool. Fiat posted stuff about being able to short Hex, of course. Richard asked, can you short Hex? Of course, Fiat responded, yeah, you can put your collateral in there, borrow some Hex, and then sell it into the market. And then, of course, they said they then pounce on their own product, or at least their own functionality, optionality, let's put it that way, and said, yeah, and get wrecked, obviously, if the price goes up against you. Then, yeah, pretty hilarious on that. So that was funny. Hex Bikers in house there. Time for work. We'll catch up later. Thanks, Superman. Hey, Hex Biker. You're welcome. Enjoy your day. We got 7.3 cents here on Hex. I feel like it's going to wind up. What do you reckon? Let me know in the chat if you think it's going to wind up for another push higher. Maybe get into that 9 cent, 9.2, 9.6 cent range. Be careful with the accent. How I say the sex. I saw Matt on Liquid Loans doing that. He said it's different on the sex, and he goes, "What?" It was quite comedy about the centralized exchange. It's probably one of the worst acronyms out there for crypto. It's the centralized exchange one. So that's hilarious, man. All right. So hey, the charts are not doing too bad. Maybe they're just winding up. They've had a little bit of a pullback. Now we're winding up for another push higher. Let me know in the chat what you think about that. Poll says Brennan. Yeah, poll. I guess we could do that. That's a good idea. Let us do one of those. I'm not sure what I'm going to write the pros. Let's do. Let me just. I don't know. Let's do that. I'll do a nice wide range on that one. What's the other one I'm going to do? Oh yeah. Let me just check the chart again so that we get some reasonable numbers in this. I guess I could put. Oh yeah, that's probably. I'm just going to do it this way anyway. Another one in there. Go back to this chart. Boom, 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 boom. Get up there. Right, almost there. Almost there, folks. Almost. Right, cool. All right, that's close enough. Sorry for the silence there. Had to think through that one. Thanks, Brennan, for the idea. Do a poll. One. Up, two, down, the crab. Yes, it's excellent. Nice one. 3, 1. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been a good. That would have been a good poll. That would have been a good call there. I'm not sure what crab means though. Let me know what crab means. I'm not sure what that means. Up, down, crab. My ex used to say, "Almost there." Says Hexoff, man, you're crazy. Hexoff, man, always brings it. Woohoo! All right, so there we are. That's kind of where I feel. Crab is always sideways. All right, cool. I wasn't used to that one. I don't use a lot of acronyms, as you guys know, because a lot of time you guys use them, no matter what they're for, general conversation or crypto. I never know what they mean. It's hilarious. I'm getting educated. Man. All right, we got 7.4 cents at the moment. We're rocking it. Higher. Hanging out with the community. Sudways says, you guys are taking my conversation down in the chat, man. Sudways, it's different from the term crabs. Lol says Hexodal. Lol, yeah. You guys take my channel down, man. Taking it down into the depths. Hex price next move 9.2 to 9.8 cents, 7 to 8.6 cents, retest 6.8, retest 3.5 to 3.8 cents. Let's see how we get on. So far, actually, the bottom one, retesting 3.5 to 3.8, is in the house. Seems to be popular. Gwei is super cheap. Look at this Gwei, man. Woohoo! Killing it. 9.11 Gwei, $3.60 for a move. Get into Matcha, start trading. Bam. Start trading. Oof. Do some trades. So pretty nice little interface, actually. Not too bad at all on that one. We're going to close that down. Let's have a look at our liquidations. Still at 150 mil each. A long way to go from that. Not sure if there's any history. Let me know if there's any reporting history. I don't think there is. We're going to have a quick look at Twitter. I don't think there is on Twitter. I don't think they've been covering this very closely on Hedron there. I know that, there's a blue, red blue or B-Bun or whatever his name. I think he does it. He's good. I like him, but I can't remember his name properly. Yeah, that was the closing ones there. So we covered all those. I'm going to get out of there. And 61 days and 7 hours to go for PulseDoge. But Hedron has climbed. Hedron is counting down, man. Hedron does not have many days to go. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, Hedron has got 7 days and 17 hours to go until the launch phase is over. Get a 1x volume bonus at the moment. That's almost done. 100. Can you believe 90, 92, over almost 90. It went to the 9th day of the launch phase, and wait, that's going to be gone soon. Going to jump out of there. Jump out of Luna, and that image is photoshopped. Says Linux. Apparently it's photoshopped. I remember seeing this ages ago. I can see that the candles look photoshopped. Yeah, that's probably true. This could mean something. So there we go. Got to be careful with these images these days, don't you? It's just the way it goes. All right, we're going to jump over to the screens there. There we are. All right, cool. Who else is in the house there? Hexodal with the hearts. Is that the hearts or is that a diamond? What is that, a red diamond? Yeah, red diamond. Nice. Maxi is on sale. It says Unica. Well, yeah, I think so too. I think Maxi's on sale. I think you're going to do pretty nice on the next move. Hexodal's here smiling, man. Hexodal, he knows what he's up to, man. Got a first buy Hex to get Maxi, by the way, says Hexodal. Yeah. Can only use Hex to swap for Maxi without slippage. Blue Bum, yeah, thanks, Brennan. Thanks for that. It's always important to get the names right. Alex K says, woo-hoo-hoo! Good to see Alex. Anytime 0 is 0. So, anytime 0 is 0. Well, yeah. And James Bond in the house with the Hex token emojis. Love it. Hey, good to see you. Wow. So, lazy Sunday here in Kiwi land. And New Zealand, hashtag Aotearoa, hashtag the land of the long white cloud, hashtag Lord of the Rings. What else we got? I think that's probably it. That's those 5. The home of the All Blacks. I guess that's getting pretty desperate when you start doing that. But hey, there we are. I think I'm pretty sure I once remember the All Blacks going to the United States playing a demonstration game at like one of the big sports places there where they normally play American football. And I'm pretty sure they lost. I couldn't believe it. It was like ridiculous. These guys are supposed to be this good, and yet they lost to Wasn't even. I didn't even think it was the USA team. It might have been the USA team, but still, it should have been a kicking, right? But it never happened. I don't know what they did that day. Maybe they put the B team on there, something like that. Who knows? It was pretty weird. Hex to the moon, says James Bond. Absolutely. I don't want the OX multiplier law. That's pretty funny. When Luna 3, says James Bond. Well, it could be next week. James, could be next week. The Hobbit, says Brennan. Yeah, the Hobbit. Yeah, that's true. I haven't even been there. I haven't been to the Hobbit village. That's in the Waikato somewhere. What's it? Not far away from is it Matcha? I think it's a place called Matcha. Tank Crypto says, woo woo woo. Hey, Tank Crypto, good to see you in the house. Let's do it properly. Woo woo woo. That's the full-on anthem for the channel. Luna 3 would be a nice meme coin. Good pump. Yeah. Luna 3, that's true. We are landing. Luna 3 is landing. Front run, Luna 3, says Hexodol. Yeah. Well, when they've got such a big community following, even after the fallout, you just never know with those things. Sometimes they can have a lot of excitement and then eventually crash after the excitement's gone because they realize that they're not as powerful as they once were, as it were. All right, so we've got 22 votes so far. We've got 6 minutes into it, so we're going to leave that open for a little while longer. That's probably the way to go. But yes, I do agree. Up and down, sideways might have been a nice, simpler poll. Would have been able to get that out faster, that's for sure. We've got the Gwei at 14 Gwei. And of course, we're just hanging out here with the community, just watching the charts and just hanging out, really, because there's not a lot of news at the moment. We might check the GitLab, see if there's anything in there. But 3 hours ago, a little update there. Who knows what that was? That's pretty it on the stage. And the issues, issue list still got 61 in there. That never seems to get updated. So we got update there 3 hours ago. TPLSX not on MetaMask. Let's look update. That was the last update there. Wonder what that's going on about. Mountain the Sacrifice the Checker app is what you'll get for V3 testnet and mainnet V2B. Testnet was deployed in March. Crew. The balances have been updated since then. Go off the Sacrifice Checker balance. That's true. Follow the testnet V2 setup guide. No TPLSX visible MetaMask. Yeah, that's an easy mistake. That one. That's the first version on the Sacrifice Checker. So there we are. Get her done, says Tank Crypto. Get her done. Yeah, we're all waiting patiently, but we're going to have a stronger, more powerful blockchain in the end. We're relaxing with the homies. I need to get a. That's not going to be my next poll. Getting an intro. Let's do that for my next poll. We're going to end this. We'll keep this poll open for 2 more minutes. Hex price next move. Of course, that's in the near term. 9.2, 9.8, 7.7 to 8.6, retest 6.8, retest 3.5, 3.8, somewhere in that ballpark. Depends what chart you're looking at, right? So just depends. So yeah, 2 minutes to go on that. We'll close that poll off. Then I'm going to do a poll on an intro. Should I have an intro for the channel? Let me know. We've got to mature at some stage, right? We're coming up on what we're getting up towards almost 4,620 subscribers. So heading up towards 4,700. Maybe when we get to 5,000 subscribers, maybe I need to get an intro as part of a sign of maturity. Who knows? Who knows? I just think being mature is maturity, but in terms of channel maturity, that's probably the way to go. All right, cool. Let me know if what you're looking forward to next in the chat. So leave a comment in the chat there, whatever you're looking forward to. I don't care what project it is or what this or that. Let me know what news you're looking for coming up, because that's cool. Obviously, do the best to look at a lot of stuff, but there's so much stuff out there. Let us know in the chat if there's anything you're looking forward to particularly. As I said earlier, liquid loans kind of the next big thing to come up. Let's see. I'm looking for a lot more product innovation. I know that's much. I'm looking for a lot more product innovation financial products and stuff like that come out onto Pulsechain. That's what I want to see myself. From a utility point of view, I think we've got lots coming. I just want to see lots more. The more the merrier. The more. HP Blockchain says, woohoo, it's me. Had to do a name change from the Hodl L generation to Horsepower Blockchain. Working on something, and it really wasn't good for advertisement. Cool. HP Blockchain, I like it. Precisely, as long as the intro is 10 seconds or shorter, I'm all for it, says Briz. Nice. When lunch, when moon, when Lambo. Hopefully sooner than later there, Hexodl. Hopefully sooner than later. Too long of an intro always annoys me, says Briz. I'm kind of with you, Briz. For me, it would have to be very short if I did do one, but some people have been saying I should do one. So that's the only reason why I raised it. Otherwise, I wasn't going to do one. Wasn't intending to. I'd like to know what changes are being done to the Pulse chain, says Lel. Hey, that'd be cool too. I agree with you on that, Lel. I think that's a pretty good one. I like the board. We got some vague comments on that. Remember the update on that was. Let me just pull this up. They're quasi vague. They're quasi clear as well. A bit of a mixed bag. Waiting for this to open up. I'm accidentally downloading on my old computer a big gigabyte file, and I regretted doing that because I don't have that much memory, and my computer's pretty old over there. But I can't. Yeah, I probably should stop it. On the 17th of May, Richard said Pulsechain status, auditing, finding things that need fixed, and putting them in order to see what can happen after mainnet and what should happen before. Next few days, I hope to have better timeframes. That's mostly validated registration, rotation fees, and limits. And this is why, with this post, he should never have given any indication of a launch of Pulsechain in any of the live feeds, that is a crypto window or any of the other ones. When you got this one out on the May the 17th, that was he should never have given any indication at all. He should have kept his old thing. 4 more weeks. It's 2 more months. 2 more weeks. David says, do I hold EHEX after the fork to buy PHEX, PLS, and PLSX? Some people are doing that, David. Some people are doing that. So it's up to you. But you can do that once the bridge open up. There'll be a day or two of ratio trading. Morris is in the house there. Woohoo! Good to see you, Morris. Buy with fresh powder. Don't sell anything too early. I'd agree with that too. Good advice there from Hexodl. Intro would be cool, says Brennan. Cool whip, as we say. Cool whip. Bought at 5 cents, was great, thinking a slow gradual rise in price. Yeah, well, you've done well there, David. Congratulations. What else have we got there? So 33 votes. I think we're going to finish. It was 3 minutes longer than I was going to do, so we're going to end the poll there and see how we get on. Okay, so 33 votes. We got 36% said 9.2 to 9.8. So pre-testing before we try and attack 10 cents kind of thing. Retest 3.5. So the opposite is the other. So we got the bulls and the bears. 3.5 to 3.8, 36%. Retest 6.8 cents. So not quite as bad. 18% there. So just under where we are at the moment, I guess. At 7.3. And then 9% said 78.6. So currently where we are, I guess slightly higher than where we are. 7 to 8%. So that's kind of where we are. So majority of people think we're either going to move up or down from where we are at the moment. So that's interesting. But the majority actually think we're going lower. Okay, so we've got over 50% think we're going to lower there. The Bears won. Yeah, the Bears did win. That one. A Richard Hart song, says Hexodl. I like that. Search YouTube on this channel, song for intro. On this channel film for intro. 36 draw, 18% leaning down also. Yeah, so the Bears did win that. I agree with you, over 50% are bearish. That's interesting. Exum says, sorry, I'm late to the ride. Hey, good Exumium is in the house. Mr. D, sorry, I'm late to arrive as RH delaying Pulse launch for tech dev or time in the market. I think the tech dev, I don't know time in the market really. Previously on live stream, he wasn't really indicating it was really the time in the bear market. That could be months or a year away. I mean, it's hard to tell. Our YouTube Rich Hart song says Hexodl. Yeah, you mean make it around with Richard Hart as the intro, around the intro? I guess that's what you mean. 7.3 cents. on Hex, $7.23 on Hedron, $2.14 on PulseDoge. That's certainly the momentum seems to have slowed when the Hex pulled back there. So it looks like these ones are waiting for Hex to move again. And Maxi at the moment, 12.45 cents. They're not really doing too much at this current present time. The first song says Hex Richard Hart song. Yeah. So I could do something like Richard Hart, around Richard Hart. Boom, 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 boom. Let's put a little poll in here. Should Hex all right, cool. That's an easy one, that one. I was going to put in this complicated one, but every time I put it complicated, it gets more complicated. The best result for searching for Richard Hart song. Okay, cool. Hopefully I'll follow that. Mr. D says, I used to think that too, but now I think it's master is timing. Yeah, it's always possible, but all the stuff's been technical that he's been posting. I mean, he could be, but I think it's actually the testing. I think they are the rewrite was too much of a technical statement to say that. What else do we got? The fear and greed index still high. Says HP. Yeah, well, this whole year's going to be like that, I think. The devs are rewriting the code from get to go. Yeah, that's where I sit on that one too. I agree with that. That's discussed earlier on live stream with Funding Jim and others. Yep. Nice shirts at Hex Token. You talking about my black sweater? That's nice. I appreciate that. We got David Holman says, have you noticed how many new YouTube channels that are doing Hex Pulsechain? That's cool, David. So yeah, let's check that out while we're here. So we'll check that out. We've got we'll go up to useful links here. If you haven't joined the Discord, hit the link below. You can get access to this. This is a syndicated channel, by the way, with Gen Hex and Heinz Crypto, and it's now. So we're going to just jump over to the YouTubers here. I've gone too far there. So Pulsechain and Hex YouTube sites there, Hex Streamers and Hex PulseTube. Let's go to Hex PulseTube because they've got probably a more comprehensive in terms of the number of YouTubers out there. Not sure how you get onto the top here, but that is what happened there. We're going to go to view all channels. These are all the YouTubers now. So I guess you're talking about this, David. There are so many YouTubers up here. Looks like they're alphabetically ordered, which is nice. And of course, you can see them all. Look at them all. Woohoo! There's Hex Token. Yeah, represent. And of course, we've got lots in there, man. Yeah, everybody that you've seen out there is out and about at the moment. And Cool Vip, as we say, Cool Vip. We've got Richard Hart over there. We've got Trey Vaughn. We've got Sam Stolt there. Randy Alasky. We've got Maddie Allen. K4K. Heinz Crypto. Hexology, I should say. Brizology. I said Brizology. Hey, where's Brizology on this? You should be on here, Briz. Let's have a look here. Briz is up here somewhere. Where's Briz? Hey, Briz, you got to get your channel on here, man. You got to get your channel on here. I'm gonna send them a link to get your channel on here, Briz. You got to have your channel up here. I'll send the guy a link because he contacted me saying about this. So he does watch this channel, I believe, but I'll get that on Brizology's channel. It's not on there. We've got to get that on there. Let me know if there's a channel that's not on here that should be on here. But anyway, that's the Hex PulseTube. It's a nice little site though. Doing a good job with that. Bam. Hex Machines and House Up, brothers and sisters. Cinema is turning. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it like that. We're gonna make it like that. We're gonna do it in the end. It's like a big end of a movie, big saga movie. We're gonna make it, man. We're gonna make this thing. We're gonna get over the line. I like the idea of an intro because after the odds at the start, you're already 30 seconds in. Yeah, that's true. What else we got there, David? Too many? Yes, too many. There's a lot. Yeah, too many. You think there's too many? Well, a lot of them haven't been streaming while the price was going down. A lot of them stopped streaming from the looks of it. So it's important that they be consistent. Consistent's number one. It doesn't matter when the price is lower. Like I say, it gives opportunity for retail to buy up, and retail is really coming in to keep the price up. That's really important. So cool. Yeah, why my channel not on there? Yeah, we've got to get that on, Chris. Let me just jump over there. I'm gonna pull up that. I'm gonna pull it up and get you on there, man. They should remove Rags. Yeah, Rags would be terrified by the fact that Rags is on there. That's for sure. Some of the things I do like, they have been really evolving it quite nicely. So if you want to explore Pulsechain, you can do that. If you want to check Hex NFTs, things like that, you can do that. So look at the NFTs actually, see what they've got up there. If you want to do NFTs, they got that. Cool. What else they got? Yeah, daily, weekly live streams, interviews, ladies. So it's great seeing a lot more female content creators around, and of course there's a couple that have sort of emerged to the top there at this stage. So cool. I'd say Fashion Code is probably the most consistent, and of course Crypto Stylist as well, pretty consistent. And of course we've got Jory Hex is starting to do more and more videos too. Of course with A-Bit there, so it's really great to see those three particularly doing lots of other stuff. There's a few others, of course, but they're the ones I see a lot. It's good to see them in the house there. We've got different languages as well. Espanol, Portuguese. We hit the Portuguese. We've got lots of these ones going on there, so it's nice. Getting more languages, specialist languages and stuff like that. Hall of Fame. Not sure what this one. Haven't looked at this one before. Richard Hart, Hall of Fame here. Wales only. Genetics interview. Richard Hart, Cabana Crypto. Some Hall of Famer ones there. So interesting. Onboarding. They've got onboarding too. Learn how to onboard, so that's pretty cool. Easiest way to onboard people to Hex, how to onboard people to Hex, stuff like that. So pretty cool on that. So lots of different way of looking at things on this one. So it's pretty cool. Obviously, we've also got Hex streamers, which most of the people are familiar with upcoming videos. The only one at the moment is Hex Token. Represent, yeah, Hex Token representing there. But we did recently. We had Ashley Ash there. Gen Hex, Funding Jim, Crypto Sparbook, Raid to Riches was on. Upcoming Matty Allen in 11 hours, coming up in 11 hours away. Cool stuff. There's some cool stuff there. But yeah, it's back on the prices there. Hex at 7.3 cents. Let's vote for PulseDoge, says HP. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm going to send that on there. I'm going to send the link to PulseDoge there. I'm just going to do it now, actually, on the live stream. Corey Costa should be on there if he's not. Magic Cartwright says, we have been busy building back to streaming soon. A nice one, Magic Cartwright. We're looking forward to it, man. You guys kill it out there. We love what you guys do. This tip seems a little too convenient with Pulse about to launch script for almost every film is despair just before the happy ending. Yeah, that's true, Brennan. Maybe set up to give a doco an awesome ending. That's true too. There has been a few shenanigans around as well, but it's kind of taking all that and trying to get the right interpretation. Is probably the way I'd say that. Is Crypto Heartbeat on there? I think he is. on there. Let me just pop that up again one more time. We'll just check Crypto Heartbeat's on there. Crypto Heartbeat, I guess. Oh, I just go to the C, don't I? Just go to the. Oh no, I don't want to do that one. That's the wrong one. We'll go back to here. Crypto Heartbeat. I was going to use this there. Corey Investor. Crypto Heartbeat. Yeah, Crypto Heartbeat's there. So that's all good. It's alphabetical, so nice. Let's jump back to the price chart there. No one is as consistent as my boy Hex Token. That's true, Briz. Yeah, that's 100% true. What's your channel, Briz? It's not a rug pull. It's a magic carpet ride. Nice. I like that. It's pretty poetic. All right, so we're getting in there. Hey, we're at 50-50, 22 votes. we got indecision. But that's pretty hard. That's funny. I'm going to leave that open for 2 more minutes. But with the null vote there, that's just the way it is. I was surprised to see it that way, actually, to be honest, but that's funny. Let me go to, I've got to get Briz on this thing, so let me find, I guess the message here. It's ages ago since we got this on. I got contacted by that site in the early days. I don't know who runs it. I haven't actually investigated. Who runs this thing? Through here. Can't see it actually. Where is it? No. I'm gonna have to check it later because there's so many people DM me lately that I can't set up. But I'll try and I'll let them know, Briz, about your channel. YouTube Brismo, yeah, that's true. Don't forget to go and subscribe. Even subscribe to PulseDoge's channel. It's there. That's there, right there. Hit that link and go subscribe. David Holman says, when do you think the fork will happen, in June or later? We don't know, David. We don't know. It's really up in the air now. We're getting pretty confident with a mid-May, late May launch. That's all up in the air now. We're just gonna have to wait until Richard gives us some sort of signal about it at this stage. Check it. Shall check it out. Nice. Roughly how far in did you do Matcha limit order? The timestamps would be good for your feed. Yeah, I put the timestamps there, Mr. D. I'm pretty sure I put the timestamps on that one. Yeah, I did. I put beautiful timestamps on there, Mr. D. I will put a new guest at June 23rd. Woohoo! Okay, 23rd. Nice. 54 people watching. Get your vote in, says Brennan. Yeah, I think we're about to end. It's about to end the poll. We got 50-50, man. I can't believe it's so evenly split. That's crazy. To be honest, I'd probably be in the no section. But I am mixed. I'm kind of split between the two. But we're about to close that poll. We're at a break even there. I'm all subbed. I don't always get notifications when live. What else we got there? Nice that Hex had a dip, but great showed solid resistance to stop the free fall. Yeah, that's true, Dave. That's true. I agree with you on that. Hate off to you. Hate off to you, mate. You're a hard worker. I went to bed after your last stream, woke up, and you're still streaming. Much love from the UK. Hey, Gary, appreciate that. And my guess is still June the 24th. That's funny, Gary, too. Yeah, wake up and you go to sleep and you wake up and still on there. My guess is still June the 24th, says Hex Huddle. Yeah, I think a late June is probably a reasonable time, like second half of June, late June is probably a reasonable guess. But once again, we really don't know. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Very sorry, man. You mean solid support? Yeah. Hats off, I meant, not hate. Yeah. I was like, at first hate, and I was going, what the? Let's end the poll here. We've got 27 votes. We've got 52% slightly in favor of an intro. And that's really cool to have a majority there, but not quite enough support for having intros in there, I would say. So pretty cool. If I did have an intro, it would be really short. In any case, like less than 10 seconds for sure, like Bruce says. June 25th says David Holman. Yeah, I think a late June. I think that's probably the kind of the time frame I think people feel. So that makes sense to me. We'll leave it at that this stage, late. But really, it's up in the air. I don't think Richard wants to be too late with it. I really, some people are talking about 2023. I think that's unlikely. Very unlikely. That's the way I put that. I've got Gwei at the moment at 12 Gwei, about 40 cents there. How much for a swap? We've got a swap at $3.60. So that's pretty much it. How am I doing for time? 6:40. 1 hour and 13. Not too bad. So 17. It'll take me to 7. So we're going to go up for an hour and a half, folks. So we've still got another 16 minutes to go. It'll be 7 o'clock in the evening here in good old Kiwiland. The light's probably just gone down outside. And we've had a bit of a mixed day today in terms of the weather. I think it's been mostly good. I haven't actually been outside that much. Actually, a little bit overcast. Pretty much that. So cool. What else we got there? Woohoo! Woohoo is the intro. Yeah, that's probably true. Hex Huddle is kind of the intro on this channel. Is the woohoos? That's true. Hex Huddle did sum it up pretty well there. What if it was during the first lull? Well, some people have made that argument that it's going to be during the first. I just don't know about that. We'll see. It'd be kind of weird. We've had a lot of mixed signals, right? Late May, and then suddenly a rewrite of the code, and then of course that's going to take time. But it's one thing writing the code; it's actually more time testing, right? So that's the other thing that people have wondered: will we get another testnet? Got the V3 privately running. So yeah, we'll see. Up at May 29th, so same 29th of the now says Exonium. Slow and steady wins the race, says Tension. That's right. Nice and short, like early years, discovering what girls feel like, says Hexodal. Yeah, crazy Hexodal. Hexodal changes the whole tone of my channel in one comment. Anyway, so let's go have a look at the Zoe sheet here. We're going to jump over to Pulsechain links, and we're going to jump into that. This is our sweepstake at the moment, so we've got all the people with their choices in there. 1st of June, looks like we kind of kick off from there. So if it is the 1st of June, we've got 5 people in there at the moment. Some well-known names in there too. And of course, as we move further in the future, now has had the 3rd of June for some time. So a long time, been pretty passionate about that. So we'll see if 3rd of June comes in. But many of you are talking about 24th, 25th of June. Well, we've got these people in here, Wally and Andreas there, Lozano. So yeah, if we get one warped impulse in there as the original one. So everyone that's in red is kind of the second round after we got the update from Richard about not being in May. So that's the second one there. That was run over 3 days. 24th, 25th, and 26th of May, we did that. And of course, some people went all the way out here, all the way out to the end here. They think we're going to launch as far as 10th of November. There's a couple people that put in 2023. I think the Magic Carpet Ride even said that. I thought, man, I hope not. I hope that's not the case. That is a long time away. Now, a lot of people are looking for passive income from Pulsechain, so that would be really hardcore. Now, we all know, sacrifice and no expectations and all that. But of course, there's expectations. There's tons of expectations. That's just the way it is. We're expecting the Pulsechain to come. And it's not like it's an invisible airplane that Wonder Woman's driving around with her golden truth lasso. Gary J says, I'm gutted I missed the 4-cent dip on Hex. Do you think we'll get one more chance before it goes parabolic? Yeah, well, we did a poll earlier. Over half of the, I think we had a good number that were thinking that we might retest the 3.5 cents there. So we had 1 in 3 people thought we'd get retest 3.5 to 3.8 cents. So, and also the Bears won over the Bills. So we'll see how they get on with that. So you may get another chance there, Gary. He leaves the comments up. I'm ashamed now. I'll take it off. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, man. That's funny, Hexo. All right, cool. I leave it up by accident. I don't leave it up intentionally. I leave it up because I had the way I've got my computer set up. I need another screen. If I had another screen, I wouldn't. I've got the two. I got the one screen. I got the 2 images at the front there. But this is the way it goes. I've got my old computer over on the left here, and I'm looking into my my new computer on the right here. So that's funny. I don't actually look at my computer on the left screen here. I should probably look at that more, and then I would actually see that I have the comment on. So it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I mock myself, as it were. All right, cool. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button, hit the likes as well. Welcome to Hex Token channel, your host Superman. And yeah, we're pretty much covering all this tomorrow. Now, I'm hoping to get my presentation done tomorrow. I was trying to do it today, but I had a friend come over, so that ruined that one. So hopefully I'll get that presentation for tomorrow. We'll be talking about the Pulsechain ecosystem tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm going to make the visual. Hopefully the visual will be lots of fun. And if you're new to crypto, it should be quite useful for you. So cool. Yeah, if you haven't hit Discord, get into Discord. We're heading up towards 500 members, 454 at the moment. So get into that. If you like good community and good information, it's a good place for you to be as well. Nice. I'm back to there. Yeah, nothing really happening in the charts. Pretty quiet. When we were in the first live stream, we had a bit of action in the charts, but at the moment, it's a little bit quiet. The market had that nice big little run there, and now it's just had a little breather and just trying to find its footing again, I guess, before another move, hopefully. I'm in the bulls camp. I'm hoping that the price will move up and attack over 9 cents. Hopefully, it might go back up to 8.6 again and then come back down again. We'll see. But the momentum does seem to be the friend. We've got a higher low at the moment that came in, so we've got the higher low. That's a good sign. And the higher low, well, it closed and opened over at support. Take it off. That's what she said. Says Hex Token. And hang in there. I'm waiting for that drop, but I have mine. Yeah, so you can put limit orders if you think it's going to drop down to those 3.5 cent marks. Obviously, you're going to pick up a whole ton of volume as it goes down. When we're in this 10 to 1 cent range, the volume is really, really cool. Okay, no more. Maybe next time says the total. Money Magnet Money says, woohoo, what's going on? We're just chilling out with the community, watching the charts at the moment. That's all we're doing, Money Magnet. Excellent choice says, I have done my DCA at these prices. Yeah, that's a cool thing. You can pick up a bit of average prices, DCA, but don't go all in. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Just DCA in, keep some dry powder, just average out your prices, pull up the volume if you can. Depends on what situation you're in, of course. You stake Hex and you will be happy, yeah. And a lot of people are chasing the T-shares and getting more T-shares, building up those stacking ladders, going to get everything copied over to Pulsechain, potentially have two solid forms of income on both chains is the plan. Obviously with Pulse and Pulse X as well. Incentive token. I think Incentive token might do pretty well. I think it might surprise to the upside. A lot of yield farmers will be chasing that, and they often speculate on it too. So we'll see how that goes too. Man, I've been loving these gas prices over the weekend. Really, really cool. I remember another time where we had a couple of times where we had a pullback in Hex price and people weren't, retail people weren't able to easily access it because the gas fees were so expensive. And so it's nice to see them relatively cheap at the moment for Ethereum in any case. Excellent choice, man. You got to pull it back on the sexual innuendos, dude. This is a family channel, man. Make it east, stake and sleep. Make it east, stake and sleep there. What else? Make it east, stake and sleep. They don't care what the price is. That's true. Easy. Yeah, easy. Almost midnight here, and board says Hex Token. Yeah, I can see that. Hex Token. Is there a knack to find finding timestamps? My iPad doesn't show them. That's the problem there, Mr. D. I guess that is the problem. I haven't had an iPad for a long time. I think I had the first 2 versions that came out. That's how long ago it was that I got iPad. I was one of the first people in New Zealand to have an iPad. I used to go to McDonald's and use the wireless there. And people would all look at me like, oh, wow, what's he doing? He's got an iPad. He's interacting with the internet without a computer. Wow. Like a home computer. And people were looking at you with the iPad. It was pretty funny, man. It wasn't excellent. It was me, says Hex Token. What else there? Swag unit says D-base. Swag unit. Woohoo! All right, cool. All right, we're coming up to an hour and 23 minutes. We're going to roll up to about an hour and 30. We've got another maybe 7 minutes to go as we're hanging out, looking at the prices at the moment. Not a lot of action at the moment. So that's the one thing. The price has been pretty static since we've been doing live stream. Just luck of the draw sometimes when you're doing price coverage. Tomorrow we're going to look at some Pulsechain. We'll obviously come back to the charts as well. But the afternoon session will probably be the Pulsechain. I'm going to do a presentation, hopefully, if I get my self organized. And then in the morning we'll probably just do a nice catch up with the news and the prices as well. See where we get overnight. See whether the bears did win over the next 12 or so hours, or whether the bears decided to surprise to the upside again 2 times in a row. We'll see. iPad, iPhone, and iPad. I paid. Yeah, you did pay Hex Token. Now, I know, back in the corporate world, I remember a lot of guys used to chase everything Apple. As soon as it would come out, they'd buy everything. I mean, these guys were on pretty big salaries, so they could afford to do that. To buy everything, the latest, everything they had was Apple. Mr. D, cool. You're a trailblazer, says Tufon. Nice. That's a cool title, actually. Trailblazer. Thinking about that one. I broke it, says Hex Token. Right, what else have we got going on there? If you haven't gone to Discord, definitely get into there and go for gold. Hey, we got Brownie in the house there. That was today. Was that 5:27? Must have been the beginning of the live stream there. Once again on the beach there. Looks pretty cool. Looks like you got some island over there or peninsula. You got the ocean in there. Very nice. And that hammock. Brownie, if you're watching Brownie, let me know how long it takes to actually put the hammock up. Because I see you got a rope around the tree there, just easily tied in. Pretty easy. Let me know if you've got a little drinking stall next to you with a little cocktail on it or something like that. Let me know. All right, let's jump back to the prices. Exoder says, I'm craving McDonald's. Yeah, I bet you are. Isn't it? I thought you didn't have, did you have I think, didn't you talk about McDonald's last time? Where it was like you were in the middle of the morning or something and you wanted to go get McDonald's or something and it was closed because you live in a town that doesn't have a 24-hour McDonald's. Is that right? I think that was the case. Just remind me, Hexotter, if I'm right about that. I remember someone saying that. I thought it may have been you. It was like really early in the morning, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Oh man, the Gwei, 8 Gwei. Woohoo! Man, oh man, 8 Gwei. Look at that, $2.96 for a V3 swap at the moment and 34 cents for a transfer. Man, oh man, that's super cheap at the moment on the gas price. If you're going to do an unstake, man, do your unstake today. 9 Gwei. Man, oh man, that is cool. If you're going to mint some Hedron, 9 Gwei should be pretty good for Hedron mint as well. If you're going to do your PulseDoge as well, airdrop, that would be pretty cheap at the moment to do any of those things. Yeah, it closes at midnight, so it's late. The midnight's not too bad, but if you're trying to do 8 a.m., is it 8 a.m. in the morning? Okay. I mean, Gwei, 8 Gwei, yeah, 8 Gwei for sure. I thought you were talking about 8 a.m. at McDonald's opening up. They'll probably open up, but there, so late. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to front run. You're gonna have to front run McDonald's closing if it closes at 12. If you're thinking that you're going to be up late for a night session on the crypto markets or something, you might want to get some of those cheeseburgers or whatever you're going to get it early. Well, cheap, yeah, super cheap, man, super cheap. It's back at 10 Gwei now. Here's also just do some transactions even if you don't need to. Yeah, just because it's cheap. Make you feel good, eh? Doing some cheap transactions, even if it costs you a little bit of money. Take a break this weekend and go see Top Gun. It was so good. Yeah, I want to see Top Gun Beach Days, and I'd love to see it in a what's those theaters with the full sound around? What is it called? IMAX. I'd love to see it in an IMAX theater. That'd be very cool. In-N-Out is open until 1:30 a.m. here in California. Well, California must have heaps of late night stuff, Briz. So they must have heaps of late night stuff in California, I would have thought. Is it a bit like a city that never sleeps, California? I guess Los Angeles, I guess if you're in the main area. It's terrible that we get excited for a few dollar swaps. We need the penny swaps, yeah. Well, got Pulsechain's coming. It's going to give us that environment where we don't even think about gas prices. We don't even talk about it. Gas prices won't even be an issue, at least for a long time. AMC says, goody, AMC. Is that an American store? Is it AMC? I'm not familiar with that one. That's just the way it is. So, Brizology, I'm gonna hit that guy up to get you on that site, man. Your site's got to be there, and yeah, I'll send that to him. And the other thing is, we've got the prices at the moment. We're gonna wrap this up. We're coming up on 1 hour and 30. We've got 7.3 cents on Hex at the moment. We'll see who wins, the Bears or the Bulls. Are we going to get another move up? Or we're going to get a push back down? We'll see. We've got a higher low there on the hourly. Hedron is at 723. That seems to be, obviously, they all seem to be moving with the Hex price at the moment. And the Maximus, of course, linked to Hex there is at 12.48. And we'll see how that gets on. The premium is amazing on that. And then we've got PulseDoge here, $2.12, doing pretty good as well. And, of course, the liquidity pool is pretty small still on that, right? So the price can move quite strongly with some decent, reasonable buys. So we're watching that pretty closely too. And finally, I think that's probably it at the stage. We'll zoom out here. This is where we are. We've only got 2 days left until the end of the month. And it may be about 45, 46 days to get out of this descending triangle that we're in as well. So cool whip on that. Let's see how we get on. We're going to wrap up now. Let's all meet a year from now in Hexos. Needing no QR code, but RH1 says Hexonium. I like that. Sounds good to me. Very true. Movie theaters says Hex Huddle. No, I am seeing movie theaters, right? Yeah, I remember that now. Now that you're saying that, I remember it. And it is a movie theater. Sure. I have seen that, so I'm familiar now what you guys are talking about. Loving the Hex style, XXX style. Yeah, that's true. Get it while you can last, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. This was live stream number 2. And tomorrow, 2 more live streams. We're rocking and rolling. Yeah, take care out there. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. And of course, if you're a Hex Token channel member, you know what to do. Smash out the emojis on the way out. And I'll go see you guys all tomorrow. Hex Huddle, don't forget to get your Big Mac burgers or cheeseburgers before midnight. If you're going to be, having that old midnight feast or 2 o'clock feast, you can just heat those back up. That's the way it goes. Although McDonald's doesn't tend to last too long after it's been out for a while. All right, so take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Peace. There's Hex Huddle. Nice Typhoon as well. All right, peace out and Instagram model love to you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.